Okay, then comment. Sir.
Who is Ayang? Ayang, do not present your screen. Are you presenting your screen?
Yes, he is presenting.
Do not present. Do not present your screen. Your screen name is Ayang. Do not present. Okay. So before we start, show your face once. I'm going to record. Ayang, do not present. Just turn on your video. Turn on your camera. Do not press on button present. Ayang, do you hear me? Do not present your screen.
Sir, is it still presenting?
Yes. It's okay. See. Then I will overwrite. Everybody, do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. Today we are going to learn chapter 3, drainage. Some of you may be knowing that the theoretical aspect of this chapter 3 drainage will not be asked in the final examination, but map items will be asked in the final exam, and that is why it is very important to learn the important concepts of drainage, features of important rivers in India. Okay, so let us start. So let us read the first paragraph. Here you will find some terms. So the first one is drainage.
Sir, Makundo.
Yes, I think internet speed may be low. That is why. Not clear. Do you hear me? Do you
Yes,
hear?
sir.
Do you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Actually, sometimes the internet speed is very slow, and that is why sometimes my voice may be broken. But I will try to speak slowly and slowly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let us see what is meant by this term drainage. See, the term drainage describes the river system of an area. So drainage means river system of an area. Okay, so let us see. This is a river. These are the streams, tributaries. Okay, so a river together with the tributaries is called drainage. Okay, this is what we call drainage. Clear? So drainage means a river system. A river with their tributaries is called drainage. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then another term you will find here. See, here another term we find here is drainage basin. So what do you mean by drainage basin? So just let us read this area. The area drained by a single river system is called a drainage basin. Area, okay, the area drained by a single river system. Just you have learned that this is drainage. Okay, this is what I call drainage. And here this area, the slope of the mountain, okay, where the river system is flowing is known as drainage basin. Okay, drainage refers to the river system, the river with the tributaries, whereas drainage basin refers to the land surface. Okay, this land surface where the river system is flowing down is called drainage basin. Drainage basin. Okay, so this is the main difference between drainage and drainage basin. Drainage refers to the river and tributaries. Drainage basin refers to the land surface where the river is flowing. Got it? Any question? Internet at Rahangi.
No, sir.
Okay. So another important term you will find here is water divide. Okay, water divide. See, what is water divide is given here. See, in this area, any elevated area such as a mountain or an upland we separate two drainage basins such as an upland is known as water divide. Okay, so water divide means any elevated portion. Say for example, see, this is a mountain range and a river system is flowing down here. One river is flowing down on this side. Another river is also flowing on this side. Okay, so this is one river system. So this is a river system, and here also we have another river system here. Okay, so here also another river is here, and this highland, this mountain range we separate two river system is known as water divide. Okay, this mountain range is known as water divide. This is known as water divide. So it may be a plateau also. Okay, any elevated highland we separate two river system is known as water divide. Okay, here also this is also another diagram looking from the sky, and here this highland, this portion, okay, this portion This is a mountain range, and here we have a river system. So here we have stream B. Okay, this is one river system. On the other side we have stream A. In between these two we have a mountain range, and this mountain range is known as water divide, as I told you here. This is the cross section. Okay, simply this one is a cross section of the mountain. So these are the three important concepts you have to know about drainage basin and water divide. Okay, so one information, the world largest drainage basin is of the Amazon River, which is flowing in Brazil. Okay, this river has the world largest drainage basin. And one question is here, which river has the largest basin in India? Do you know which river of India has the largest drainage basin? Anybody?
Ganga.
Right, you are right, very good. Ganga River. If you see any drainage map, here we have also a map here. See, river Ganga, it covers a very big area, and hence Ganga has the largest drainage basin in India. Again, let us go back to the text. Says, if you are using old edition textbook, okay, you will find four types of drainage pattern. Four types of drainage pattern. See, drainage pattern. What do you mean by drainage pattern? Four types of drainage pattern you will see. Actually, somebody is coming. See, a river with its tributaries takes some sap. Okay, it takes a sap. When a river flows down on a slope with their tributaries, it takes some sap, and that sap, that geometrical sap, or that sap is known as drainage pattern. And if you are using old textbook, old edition textbook, you will find four types of drainage pattern. Okay, so here in this text we don't find any drainage pattern because this is the latest edition one, and that portion has been cut. But still, it is very important to understand, and since it is also mentioned in the old edition book. Okay, let us see what are those patterns. So here, if see, sometimes a river takes like this. This is a river, and these are the tributaries. Okay, these are the tributaries. So in this case, so this is the river. Okay, so this is the river. Actually, here in this case, this river with the tributaries take the shape of a tree. See, these streams, these tributaries look like branches of a tree. Let us say this is the tree trunk, and these are the branches. So all together, it looks like a tree. And such type of drainage pattern is known as dendritic. Okay, dendritic drainage pattern. Actually, it is derived from a Greek word dendron. Dendron means a tree. Okay, so if the river takes the shape of a tree, we call it dendritic drainage pattern. So dendritic drainage pattern look like this. Okay, so another pattern we have is trellis. Okay, another pattern is trellis pattern. Actually, in trellis pattern, let us say this is the main river. This is the main river, and here the tributaries join the main river at right angle like this. Okay, here this pattern is called a trellis pattern. The river is flowing down in this side here, and in this case, see here about the surface rock structure. Here, see, you will find a vein of hard rock. Let us say this is a vein of hard rock. This is another vein of hard rock. Okay, and in between you will find soft rock. So in the places where the surface is covered with soft rock, the river flows. So this surface is covered with hard rock. Then here again you will find soft rock. See here, this is what? This is hard rock. Here lies hard rocks. Okay, then and here in this area lies soft rock, soft rocks, and that is why the river, the main stream, is joining the main river at right angle. And likewise here also, okay, this area is covered by this hard rock, and this area is covered by hard rock. In between the hard rocks we have soft rocks. Okay, that means the surface is covered with alternate veins of hard and a soft rock. First hard rock, then soft rock, then hard rock, then soft rock, right there. And so in the areas where the rock is soft, the river is flowing. Okay, and that pattern is called trellis pattern. Then we have this another pattern. Okay, another pattern that is known as rectangular pattern. Rectangular pattern. So here in this case, it is just like the trellis pattern. In this case also, see, this is the main river, and the tributaries are joining at right angle like this. Then what is the main difference? What is the main difference between this trellis pattern and this rectangular pattern? See, in case of rectangular pattern, the surface, the whole surface is covered with this hard rock only. The whole area is covered with hard rocks. But on that hard rocks, you will find so many big cracks. Okay, sometimes see, there are weak areas in the hard rock also. We call it joints, and in the joints and in the cracks the river is flowing. Okay, and because if the crack is in this shape, then the river also will will flow in this pattern. Okay, and this pattern is known as rectangular pattern. Remember, like the trellis pattern, in the rectangular pattern also the tributaries. Okay, so this is the tributary. The tributaries are joining the main stream at right angle, just like the trellis pattern. Okay, the main difference is that in case of trellis pattern, the surface is covered with alternate vein of hard and soft rock, whereas in case of rectangular pattern, the surface is covered with hard rocks only, but the river and the streams are flowing through the cracks and the joints. That is the main difference. The shape is almost the same. And the last pattern mentioned in your old book is known as radial pattern. Radial pattern. So in this case, see, this is the top of a mountain, let us say, looking from the sky, okay, and this is the foothill, and one stream is flowing down here from the top of the mountain towards this. Another river is also flowing down towards this side. Okay, it is flowing down here. And another river system is also flowing down here. And another river like this, okay. Many rivers are originating from a common point, from a rounded hill, and it is flowing in different direction. And this type of pattern is known as radial pattern. Okay, such type of pattern you may find in Sri Lanka also. In Sri Lanka, the middle part of the country is occupied by highland, and many rivers are radiating from the central highland and just falling into the sea. Okay, and this rectangular pattern and the trellis pattern generally we find in the peninsular plateau India. Okay, for example, river Narmada, Tapti, these rivers are forming trellis and rectangular pattern. And most of the rivers in the world in general, they have the pattern of dendritic. Okay, most of the rivers of the world have dendritic, that is tree-like drainage pattern. So up to here, any question, boys and girls? Any question about drainage pattern?
No, sir.
Okay. Then let us proceed, okay? So here we have another topic, that is drainage systems of India. And actually the drainage system of a country is mainly controlled by the relief features. Relief feature here means we can say landforms. Okay, so we have so many landforms in India. We have mountains, we have plateaus, we have valleys, we have coastal areas, and accordingly we have different types of drainage systems, and a classification can be made on different bases also. But generally in our book we have these two types of drainage systems in India. Okay, see, the Himalayan river system and a Peninsula River system, based on the orientation and origin. Okay, from where the river is originated and to where the river is falling down. Based on this, we have two river systems in India, Himalayan rivers and Peninsula rivers. Now let us try to find out the difference between the Himalayan rivers and the Peninsula rivers. See, here it is also mentioned here. Okay, see, it is mentioned here. The Himalayan and the Peninsula rivers are different from each other in many ways. So what are the different ways? Okay, what are the different point of differences between the Himalayan and the Peninsula rivers? So the first point is here. The first point of difference is here. Most of the Himalayan rivers are perennial. Perennial means they have water throughout the year. Most of the Himalayan rivers have water throughout the year, and hence the Himalayan rivers are perennial. Okay, perennial means continuous flow of water is there. why the Himalayan rivers have perennial flow? See, these rivers means the Himalayan rivers receive water from rain as well as from melted snow from the lofty mountains. Why do the Himalayan mountains have perennial flow water? Because Himalayan rivers are fed by melting snow as well as rainfall. Okay. And another point of difference is here. The Himalayan rivers have long courses from their source to the sea. Means the length of the Himalayan river is very long. Okay. And these rivers make so many gorges. Okay, gorge, you know, see, gorge means, see, if the river valley is like this, very steep, okay, like this. So let us say this is the cross section of a river. See, and the river is flowing here. So this is the river, and here this is the river valley. I think you will be seeing that the side here, the side is very steep, and such type of ice-shaped valley is known as gorge in geography. This is called gorge. Okay, in geography, such type of very steep river valley is called gorge. And if the side is like this, see, if the side is like this, a funnel at the top, then steep like this, again funnel at the top like this. Okay, and the river is flowing here. So in this case, the side at the top is taking the shape of a funnel. So this type of river valley in geography is known as canyon. Okay, this is known as canyon. But see, most of the Himalayan rivers, okay, form gorges in the mountainous area. Okay, that is the point mentioned here in the text. See, they have cut through mountains making gorges. Okay, and here also, see, here we have a photograph here also. This is a photograph, and other, see, in the middle, another point of difference. Okay, here in the middle and the lower courses, the rivers form meanders, oxbow lakes, and many other depositional features in their floodplains. So most of the Himalayan rivers form meanders, oxbow lakes, and other deposition features in their floodplain. What does it mean? I think last time I told you about the middle and the lower courses. Do you remember? Anybody? What do you mean by these middle courses, then lower courses? Do you remember?
No, sir.
Okay, I will tell you again. See, here actually let us say this is the origin of a river, this mountain. Okay, this is the mountainous area. Then again it is a plain area. Then again here this is the terminal point of the river. Say this is the sea. Okay, here this is sea. Let us say this section, this is sea, and here generally, as you know, rivers are originating from the mountainous area. So this is a mountainous area, and a river is originating from here and it is flowing down, and it enters the sea like this. So here the river in the mountainous area up to the foothill. Okay, so from the origin
Timokon.
Yes. Cannot hear properly. Cannot hear.
Timokon Tadre.
No, sir, we can't hear nicely.
Okay.
Nangi.
Maybe problem of your internet. Okay. Maybe my problem or maybe your problem. When the internet is not good, actually it happens like this. Sometimes it may like that a robot is speaking. Okay, so please bear with us. Let me proceed. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. See, here the river in the mountainous area is known as the upper course. See, this is called upper course. This is known as upper course. And here, again, from the foothill up to the plain area. Okay, up to here, let us say, up to here. This is a plain area, and here actually this is a plain area, and here the river in the plain area is known as middle course. Okay, middle course, and at the mouth, actually, see, when a river enters the sea, this section is known as lower course. Lower course refers to the mouth of a river, that is the place where the river meets the sea is known as the mouth, and here nearby the sea it is known as lower course. Okay, lower course. So these are the three courses of a river. And here in your textbook, what does it say? In the middle and the lower courses, these river, the Himalayan rivers, form meanders. Meandering means, winding of river like this. If a river winds like this, generally we find in the plain areas, if a river winds like this, the river may be flowing in this direction, and this is called meandering. Okay, river meander or meandering. Okay, so meander means a winding river like this, just like a winding rod. So this is a meander. Okay, then oxbow legs. See, oxbow leg. Actually, oxbow legs are formed. I will open a new page. Actually, see, let us say this is a highly a winded river. Okay, this is the meander. The sinuosity is very high here, and here when the river flows, the water will hit this side, then again it will hit this area, then again the water will hit this area, and that is why this side will be eroded. Okay, this side of river bank will be eroded when the water hits here, and likewise here also this side of the bank will be hit by this current of the river. And in due course of time, what will happen? The sinuosity will be increased like this. The river sinuosity will be increased like this. It will be increased like this. Will be like this. And when the river is in flood, okay, the river water will cut this area, and the river will start flowing straight, and here this mouth will be closed. Here also this mouth will be closed, and this section becomes a lake, and this U-shaped lake is known as oxbow lake. I think in the lower classes also you may be learning. This is known as oxbow lake. Such type of U-shaped lake formed by cutting a meander is known as oxbow lake. Okay, so somebody is joining us. And other many features also form in the floodplains that when we discuss chapter 2 physical features of India, I explain you many these features of Ganga plain, like do you remember this Bhaba, then Terai, then that terraces, river terraces, okay, then levees. So in the terraces we find this old alluvium. Then nearby the river bank known as floodplain we find Khadar. Do you remember those points? Do you remember those points?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So those are the features you will find generally in the middle course of a river. Those river terraces, then levees. Just to remember, see here this is the this is the mountainous area. At the foothill, what do you find here? You will find this Bhava. Then after that, here you will find Terai. Terai, you know, is this is a waterlogged area. Then after that you find river terraces like this. Then again the floodplain, this is the Ganga river, it is like this. And here this embankment is known as levee, so this is another levee. And here the Ganga river is flowing, this is the Ganga river. And this section, this low-lying area is known as floodplain. Okay, these are known as river terraces. That last time we talked about it. Okay. Again, let us proceed. Then what about these peninsular rivers? Remember, we are learning the main point of difference between the Himalayan rivers and these peninsular rivers. See, one point is here. A large number of peninsular rivers are seasonal as their flow is dependent on rainfall. So for the Himalayan rivers, you have learned that most of the Himalayan rivers are perennial. That means there is a continuous flow of water in the river valley, because Himalayan rivers are fed by snow melt and rainwater. Unlike the Himalayan rivers, the peninsular rivers are seasonal. That is, the flow of the water is dependent on the rainfall. Okay, so during the dry season, even the large rivers have reduced flow of water in their channels. Large rivers like Narmada, Godavari, these rivers also have reduced flow, reduced volume of water in their channels. That means these rivers are mainly fed by the rainwater. So another point of difference is that the peninsular rivers have shorter courses. Short, Himalayan rivers long, okay, and the shallower courses as compared to the Himalayan counterpart. Last time also I told you that, see, Himalayan rivers form V-shaped valleys or gorge, I-shaped valley. So this is what we call V-shaped valley. This is known as, in geography we call it V-shaped valleys. And what is the other shape? Yes? Any question? The other one I think that you have learned earlier is what? Gorge, right? Gorge. This is what we call gorge. This one is called gorge. This is for the Himalayan rivers. gorge. But for the Peninsula Rivers, the bottom is flat and shallow like this. This is for the Peninsula Rivers. Okay, here this is the river. Here the bottom is also flat and it is shallow. And this is for the Peninsula Rivers. Okay, so these are the valleys of the Peninsular Rivers. Okay, spelling is wrong. This is for the Peninsula Rivers. So these are the main differences between the Himalayan and these Peninsula Rivers. Again, let me repeat. Okay, let me repeat. See, number one point is that most of the Himalayan rivers are perennial, whereas the Peninsula Rivers are seasonal. Okay, this is the first point. The second point is that the course of the Himalayan rivers are long, whereas for the Peninsula Rivers the course is short. Okay, they have shorter courses. And what about the depth of the river valley? Most of the river valleys of Himalayan rivers are deep, forming gorges and V-shaped valleys in the mountainous areas. Okay, and in the plain areas they form meanders, oxbow lakes, whereas for the Peninsula Rivers, okay, the depth of the river valley is shallow and flat. Okay, and they have almost sometimes straight courses like Narmada River, then Tapti River, they have straight courses. So these are the main differences between the Himalayan rivers and Peninsula Rivers. Any question? Boys and girls, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, if you don't have any problem, let us stop here for today. Okay, so as usual,
Yes, sir.
after this class, please leave your name in the WhatsApp group. Okay, do not forget to leave your names in the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much for joining my class. Thank you all.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Good night, sir.
good night.